KBP Cares has awarded over 1,000 grants, and we continue to help the employees of KBP. This is Kimberly's story, so you can see how your dollar can change a life.
My name is Kimberly Foster. I'm a managing partner and manager of new store openings.
KBP purchased our company in 2017 of May, and Kimberly was a managing partner for us at the time. Very shortly after we became KBP, Kimberly got sick, and she got very, very sick.
I got sick to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. I was in pain. I'd grown twice my size. My father has Crohn's disease, and I ended up, unfortunately, getting it. It's hereditary. I ended up in the hospital, which is normal for me because I do have Crohn's. So I was like, it's fine, no big deal. But I got in there, I couldn't get out. They wouldn't let me out. I had grown an abscess in my stomach. So about 10 to 11 days later, they're like, we have to stop treatment on steroids. It's time for surgery. So we went down through surgery, and I came back up. And when I came back up, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be better now. And I wasn't better. So I wake up in the morning and I can see the OR team. So he comes in, he's like, how you feeling? I'm like, I don't feel good. And he's like, listen, honey, something went wrong and we don't really know what it is. But, you gotta go. And I'm like, I don't wanna go. I was in pain. I didn't wanna go. So I was like, I don't know. But he's like, it's here or it's the morgue. We have to go to the OR now. I was going septic. I couldn't walk. Couldn't get up. I couldn't make my own food. I laid in bed all day long. I got behind on my rent. I got behind on the gas, the electric. Wi-Fi doesn't matter at this point. My truck payment was behind. I was terrified they were gonna come and take my truck. I couldn't afford it. I didn't have help, and I didn't know where to turn.
This program that we had just been introduced to, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks before.
What about KBP Cares? Let's try that.
When Kimberly's application came across, I read through it, and it was immediately qualified under our medical hardship. I reached out to her via email and just said, hey, this is Kristen. Tell me more about what's going on. She told me her story, how she got really sick and ended up in the hospital and a surgery went awry, and she had 2 boys and she was struggling to kind of pay her rent. She couldn't work at the time because she was hospitalized. And then all the repercussions that comes with, it kind of snowballs. You miss a paycheck, you miss a rent payment, it just all piles up.
Here's part of the letter that I wrote for the grant for KBP Cares. It says, although I'm happy that I'm alive, the ileostomy, it keeps me from doing my normal activities, work included. I've been out for about a month now, and I'm just now beginning to walk. I filed for disability. I've yet to hear back for any type of approval. I'm unsure when I'll be back to work. My family and I would appreciate any help that you could give.
We were able to turn it around pretty quickly, get her taken care of so she could just focus on her recovery.
In my 30 plus years in the industry, I've never seen a company step up the way they did.
When you're worried about your bills and you're worried about how you're gonna feed your kids or who's even taking care of them while you're recovering from surgery, that is a huge burden to bear. Every dollar that comes in to KBP Cares from employees goes back to them. And you can see it through people like Kimberly.
KBP cares, and their name is absolutely perfect. I didn't feel like I was just another person who worked for a company. I felt like they knew me. They were like, no, it's okay. We're gonna make it through this together. And you're gonna be a better person, you're gonna be stronger, which is gonna make us stronger.